football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His team fired up and ready for this one. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on EA Sports. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 21. And that will be a first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Nice play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, There's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Following the penalty, he'll run it. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Here's a designed run. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And he will take this one across into the end zone.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
The extra point is good. And the visitors have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll begin here on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here. They begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's enough for a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. They'll look to throw again. That's to the left side. Taken in by Coleman. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw yet again. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll step up and run. Now this offense can use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At his own 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Quick throw, taken in. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A quick throw right side. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to the air one more time. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's 3rd down and 2.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
43-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
The 50-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll try the right side this time, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had an end. He does. First down. Now this time he'll set up to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 31-yard line.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
A first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
A pickup of 14 on that one. And that would be a first down. Now, faking the give. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. A short pickup to the 38.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
3rd down and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He takes off, and he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll step up and run this. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run here. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
What will they do on this play? Third down, needing 8. They'll drop to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but one first down will essentially end the game. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They motion the slot man left. They'll stick with him again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense.
And it's 3rd
Talk things
down.
over before 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Coleman. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. We'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
At the 33-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So it's a win for our visitors. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.